Alright, this time we want the first 10 terms of a geometric sequence. And for a geometric sequence where we're given the number of terms, we have this formula. And so I know that a sub 1 is equal to 1, and I know n is equal to 10, but I need to find out what r is equal to. So in order to get r, we're going to take the second number divided by the first number. So we got negative 3 halves divided by 1, which is negative 3 halves. So let's plug this into the formula. A sub 1 is 1 minus 1, negative 3 halves to the 10th, divided by 1 minus negative 3 halves. To make this easy on me, I'm going to start off by plugging in 1 minus 3 halves into my calculator so that I know that the bottom is 2.5. And then when I do the top number, and I plug it in as we see it, we get negative 56.665 something. And so now I'm just going to take the answer divided by 2.5 and get negative 22.67. And I rounded that because I wasn't going to write out all of the decimals. For problem number 39, we have two different types of problems here. The first one, we will always look for the highest exponent. When the highest exponent is on top and we're trying to do a limit to infinity, the answer is going to be no limit. And that happens anytime the higher exponent is on the numerator. For part B, we have the limit as n goes to infinity of 9n cubed plus 5n minus 2 over 2n cubed. This time we have both n cubed here and n cubed here, and none of the rest of this really matters. And we take the numbers in front, so I got 9 divided by 2, and if the answer is in a decimal, we know that turns out to be 4.5. The last one, we have the limit as n goes to infinity of 8n squared plus 5n plus 2 over 3 plus 2n to the fourth. Here's the highest exponent. Since the highest exponent's in the denominator, the answer is always going to be 0. Alright, we have two different problems for number 40. The first one is 10 plus 5 plus 2.5 dot 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 forever. And so when we do this, we have the formula for the sum to be a sub 1 over 1 minus r, and r has to be in between negative 1 and positive 1. So in this problem, we know a sub 1 is 10, 1 minus, and then to find r, we take the second number divided by the first number, which means we get the answer of 0.5. Now, of course, 0.5 is in between 0 and 1, so we're able to do this problem. 10 divided by 1 minus 0.5 in parentheses turns out to be 20. For part B, we have 1/8 plus 1/4 plus 1/2 dot dot dot. And so when we do this problem and I try to find out what r is, you have 1/8 divided by 1 minus 1/4 divided by 1/8, and when you divide it, you want to make sure both of these are in parentheses. We get the answer of 2. Now, because 2 is not in between negative 1 and positive 1, the answer here is there is no sum. Alright, we're asked to write this out in expanded form and then find the sum for this problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to first take this as our starting number and plug it in. So I got 3 times 5 minus 3, which is 12. Then I plug in the next number, which is 3 times 6 minus 3, which is 15. And then I'm going to do 3 times 7 minus 3, which is 18. And then I'll come up here to do, sorry about that, 3 times 8 minus 3 to give me 21. And then 3 times 9 minus 3 gives me 24. So that's what I have, and then I add them all up. 12 plus 15 plus 18 plus 21 plus 24 is 90. So 90 is the answer for 41A. For 41B, this time they give me from 1 to infinity of 0.4 to the k. So I got 0.4 to the first, and I'm not going to do this all the way to infinity. 0.4 to the third, dot, dot, dot. We'll just do the first 3. If we needed to do more, we could. But 0.4 to the first is 0.4. 0.4 to the second is 0.16. 0.4 to the third is 0.064. And so when we have this now, when we need to find the sum, we're going to use our a sub 1 over 1 minus r. Well, a sub 1 is the first number we came up with, which was 0.4. 1 minus, well, 0.4 was also the number inside the parenthesis, which in this case gives me my r. And when I do this, making sure that's in parentheses, we get an answer of 0.6 repeating, but I want to get it as a fraction when I see something like that, so really the answer is 2/3. So we need the 7th term of 3c plus 2d to the 8th. So if I want the 7th term, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down 7 terms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So that means that 2 is the number that goes over the 3c. Now, I'm going to put a 6 underneath the 2c because we need the 2 exponents to add up to 8. And so I'm going to have 8 NCR, and then you can pick either one of the exponents because it's going to be the same thing to be the number in front. So remember, to get the NCR, you first write down 8, then you go to your math menu, and you go over to PRB, and then it says NCR under number 3. So I should just write a 3 down here. And then you'll have 3, and then you'll have 2, because that's what NCR does, and then you get the answer of 28. Now we're not done because we need to figure out what this is all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 28 times 3 squared times 2 to the 6th. And that gives me 16,128. So my answer is going to be 16,128 c squared, and then I don't know why I had this as c up here. That should be a d, but that should be d to the 6th. And that's it for this video. We'll do chapter 11 in the next video.